Dundee falls within the Amajuba district, which has been identified as an origin point and heavily affected by foot and mouth disease outbreaks. Farmers in the area have been subjected to strict movement controls for their livestock. They say they cannot freely move animals through the designated disease management area, which happens to fall on the N3, the province's busiest corridors. Farmers say the FMD outbreaks in KZN have also led to slow trade, especially international markets suspending imports of South African dairy and livestock products.
One of the key things that we're concerned about is the busiest freeway in Africa goes through KwaZulu-Natal, and if we're not careful, it goes through a disease management area, which will then cause all the vehicles that are going through that disease management area to be classified as having gone through a foot and mouth area. And that is unnecessary because there are no cattle on the N3 and there is no disease on the N3. So we should keep that open so that we don't impinge on agricultural exports through Durban Harbour.
KwaZulu-Natal is home to 16 major dairy factories, including Clover Industries Limited, the largest dairy in South Africa and the leading producers of milk. Farmers say the restrictions imposed has directly impacted their ability to sell cattle at auctions and could result in the prices of milk increasing.
KwaZulu-Natal is one of the biggest producers of milk in the country. It represents about 30% of all raw milk produced, and we have the biggest factory in a dairy factory in Africa, which is the Clover factory in Durban, and about 15 other dairies in KwaZulu-Natal. In addition, a lot of KwaZulu-Natal's milk is used in the dairies in the old Transvaal. That's Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Northwest, and in the Free State. And if we're not careful and we don't have the right protocols, then we can impinge on each entity's ability to operate and manage this disease together. If we work together, we can get on top of the disease.
Since the outbreak in 2021, government says it has vaccinated over 700,000 cattle in the province and 24,000 cattle in the Mzimyati district, a hotspot for FMD. Government says it will revise the restrictions imposed along the N2 and N3.
We need to look at the corridors, N2 and N3, because we are affecting the road. We need to look at that. And they also say they need that we partner with them. They are willing even to pay for the medication if needs be, so that we cap the disease. And they also said that it's better that as a department we share views, we share ideas. They are willing now to allow their cattle to be vaccinated even prior to the identification. They say as soon as when they identify an animal, better start vaccination than to wait for tests to be taken to Pietermaritzburg, Pretoria, because the disease will be spreading.
Farmers say while FMD typically doesn't cause high mortality in adult animals, it causes severe pain and distress. Infected cows will have reduced milk yield and may suffer from chronic lameness, affecting their overall health and productivity for extended periods. For SABC News, I am Jade Paulser in Dundee.